Hi, this is Steve Earle, and you're watching Kink in the Skype live studio.
Thank you. A master at his craft. Hey, he just had a birthday last month, so a little happy birthday to him. A little golf clap for that. Yeah. The big 4-0.
Yeah. Plus 2-0. Yeah, I turned 60 January 17th.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday.
Thanks. It's a good birthday. It's me, Benjamin Franklin, Muhammad Ali, Michelle Obama.
Oh, yeah? All on the same day?
Yeah.
Played at Music Millennium last night. Oh. I want to talk about that real quick because you started playing guitar at 11, right? Writing songs.
Yeah,
and then writing songs at about 13.
They all had girls' names as titles, but yeah.
Did going to the record store influence you in this becoming who you are as a musician?
I mean, it was a while before I got where there was a record store. I lived in a little town called Schertz outside of San Antonio. There was no record store there. You could buy singles at the dime store, at the Five and Dime, and so I could buy Beatles and Rolling Stones singles, and I bought Sgt. Pepper. I remember I had to go into town to get because you couldn't get LPs, and when it came out, and I went in to get my eyes examined, and they dilated them, and that was San Antonio, and Sgt. Pepper had been out about 2 weeks, and my uncle who had always given me all the records had been living with us, and he'd moved out and gone away to college, so I had to get that one for myself, and I got it home. And in those days, when they dilated your eyes, it lasted all day. And they changed them now, and so you were just blind for the day. And it was the first record I ever saw that had lyrics printed on the sleeve. And I was pissed off because I couldn't read them. And it was like till the next day. And then I was told they were there. I was assured they were there, but it was just an orange blur.
Yeah.
For the whole first day. So.
Congrats on the new record, your 16th studio album, Terraplane. A little round of applause for that. We have a blues show on Sunday night. Steve, who's on the air right now, he wanted to say he's been spinning the record a lot.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
And it sounds great. And he told me to ask you that it seems like this record has been in the making for some time.
It's been a part of what I do for a long time. I'm from Texas, and sorry, but there is no Portland shuffle. There is no Los Angeles shuffle. There is no New York shuffle. There is only a Chicago shuffle and a Texas shuffle. And so this is something that's taken pretty seriously where I come from.
But you said in another interview, you said tackling this stuff, blues, was intimidating because of
the electric stuff, especially the acoustic stuff like that last song. That's me doing Manson Lipscomb, and I saw Manson Lightning in the same room at the same time, and I've recorded a lot of acoustic blues over the years, and that's kind of a folky thing to do that area of the blues, and I've kind of always been a folk singer, but I knew Stevie Vaughan. I know Jimmy Vaughan. I knew Rocky Hill's Dusty's brother, who's no longer with us, took me to see Rory Gallagher for the first time when I was 16 years old in Houston. And I don't, I know Charlie Musselwhite. And it's, so it's that side of it's a lot more, I run into these guys, so it's one of the festivals and stuff. So it was a little more intimidating for me.
You played Waylon on the best show of all time, The Wire.
Yeah, well,
the best show of all time.
A lot of people believe that. A lot of people absolutely believe that.
You get tired of hearing about how everybody loves that show and how great it is, man?
It was a cool thing to be part of. There are people I probably had 3 people at Music Millennium alone last night. I've been doing these in-stores all week. And there were at least 3 people last night, and there's been at least one. Every single one of these things that just happened to mention in the second that they got up there that they never heard of me before The Wire.
Yeah.
And now they buy my records. So,
shame on them.
I'm totally okay with that. Look, there's people, they're a lot easier to deal with than the people that think that my first record was Copperhead Road. And they're easier. And there's easier to deal with than the people that thought my last record should have been Guitar Town. So that's one of those
right.
things.
Are you going to do any more acting? Is that a...
Yeah, I do. There's a movie called The World Made Straight that I'm in that's out right now. I kind of went straight to DVD, but I'm a really bad guy in it. Not...
Do you like playing the bad guy?
I've only gotten to do it twice, once in a comedy and once in... This is not a comedy. I got Minka Kelly tied to a bed, pimping her out for a drug debt for about half the movie. I'm a really bad guy.
Yeah, you are.
So it's... Yeah, it was cool to get to do it, and it was the biggest part I've ever had too. So
also currently writing a book, hoping to have it
Yeah,
out by the end of the year?
it should have been finished by now, but it's just the way. There's been a lot going on, and I haven't been able to. But I'm working on a memoir. It's not really an autobiography. I'm competing with Bob and Patty, not Keith, and it's like it's about recovery largely. It's called I Can't Remember If We Said Goodbye, and it's kind of in 3 acts. And the first, it's about mentors and recovery.
Thanks for your time today. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's my job.
Really appreciate it.
So.
Steve Earle!